Take a slow breath with me, dear one. Right now, just one gentle inhale and a soft exhale. And if you can, I invite you to imagine standing in front of a mirror, not to judge yourself, not to fix anything, not to find flaws, but simply to meet yourself, to meet the person who has carried you through every season of your life. Because here is what I have learned. The way you look at yourself becomes the way you live with yourself. And when you change that, so much begins to change. Maybe you've tried to be positive before. Maybe you've repeated words you didn't believe, and part of you felt silly or frustrated. Maybe you've looked into the mirror and felt that old critical voice rise up, pointing out what it thinks is wrong, what it thinks is not enough, what it thinks should have been different. Sweetheart, if that's you, I want you to know something very important. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are not failing because the mirror feels hard. The mirror feels hard because you are touching a tender place, and tender places deserve kindness. Mirror work is not about pretending. It's not about forcing yourself into a shiny mood. It is about learning a new relationship with yourself, one that is honest and loving at the same time. It is about coming home. And as you practice, you may discover something that surprises you. Not overnight, not as a guarantee, but over time, with consistency and gentleness, you may begin to feel safer inside your own heart. You may notice your inner voice soften. You may find yourself making choices that honor you. You may begin to feel in quiet moments that life is not happening against you. It is responding to you. So let's begin in the simplest way. Let's begin in a way you can actually do. If you are near a mirror, you can stand or sit comfortably. If you're not near a mirror, that's okay. You can imagine one. You can even place your hand over your heart and simply listen as if your heart is the mirror. Now look into your own eyes if you can. If it feels too intense, you can glance softly, like you might look at a dear friend who is shy. And I want you to say, out loud or in your mind, the most important sentence of all: I am willing to love you. Not I love you, if that feels impossible today, just I am willing. Willing is powerful. Willing opens doors. Willing is a key. I am willing to love you. And notice what happens in your body when you say it. Do you feel tightness? Do you feel a little ache? Do you feel resistance? That's okay. That's just a habit of the mind, dear one, not the truth of you. I want you to think of your inner world like a still pond. When criticism stirs the water, you can't see clearly. The surface ripples and churns. Mirror work is not about forcing the water to be calm. It is about setting down the stick you've been using to stir yourself. So gently, set it down. I am willing to love you, and if emotion comes, let it. If numbness comes, let it. If laughter comes, let it. Whatever arises is welcome here, because this is a practice of truth and tenderness. Now, there is something beautiful I want you to understand about the mirror. The mirror is not your enemy. The mirror is not a courtroom where you are judged. The mirror is simply a meeting place. It is a doorway. And the person on the other side of that doorway is not someone you must become. It is someone you already are. I used to believe that love was something I had to earn. I used to believe I had to do everything perfectly to deserve kindness. And for a long time, I treated myself like a project, always improving, always correcting, always pushing. But what I discovered is this: the part of you that changes your life is not the part of you that pushes harder. It is the part of you that finally feels safe enough to bloom. That's why mirror work changes everything. Not because it's magic, not because you say a sentence once and your whole life becomes perfect. It changes everything because it changes the relationship you have with yourself. And when you change that relationship, your thoughts begin to shift, your choices begin to shift, your boundaries begin to shift, and slowly, so lovingly, your life begins to respond. Now you may notice your mind saying, "But I don't believe these words." Good, that's honest, and honesty is where healing begins. You don't have to believe the words right away. You just have to be willing to practice them. You see, beliefs are often practiced into existence. You practiced criticism for years. You practiced doubt for years. You may have practiced being tough on yourself because it felt like protection, like if you criticized yourself first, no one else could hurt you. Sweetheart, I understand. Many of us learned that, but you can learn something new. You can practice kindness until it becomes familiar. You can practice love until it becomes your home. So here is a gentle approach I want to share with you. When the mirror feels difficult, begin with permission statements. These are words that don't demand a feeling you don't have yet. They simply make room. Try this. It's okay to be where I am. It's safe for me to begin. I don't have to do this perfectly. I'm learning to be kinder to myself. Say one of them softly. Let your shoulders drop a little. And now, return to our anchor phrase. This will be the thread that we weave through our time together. I am willing to love you. I'm willing to love you. I am willing to love you. Do you feel how that phrase does not force you? It invites you. It creates space. Now let me share something beautiful. When you look into your own eyes, you are not only seeing your face. You are seeing your history. You are seeing the child you used to be. You are seeing the teenager who wanted to belong. You are seeing the adult who has tried so hard. Sometimes when people do mirror work, they suddenly feel tears and they don't know why. Often it's because the inner child is finally being seen. That child inside you has been waiting for kindness, waiting for reassurance, waiting for you. So if you'd like, imagine that the person in the mirror is a younger you, not to make you sad, not to dig into pain, just to soften your heart. Look into your eyes and say, I see you. I'm here with you now. You don't have to do it alone anymore. I am willing to love you. And if it feels awkward, that's okay. Awkward is simply newness. Awkward is the feeling of a door opening that has been closed for a long time. Now there's another layer to this practice that I think is very important. Mirror work is not about being positive at the surface while your heart is hurting underneath. It is about telling the truth with love. So if you're feeling sadness, you can say, I'm feeling sad today, and I love you. I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I'm willing to be kind to you. I'm feeling scared, and I'm here. Do you hear that? We are not denying reality. We are bringing love into reality. This is how you become your own safe place. And I want to say something gently because it matters. This kind of practice can be deeply supportive for emotional well-being. Many people find it helps them feel calmer, more confident, more steady inside themselves. And at the same time, it's not a replacement for professional support when you need it. Think of it as a loving tool, a companion on your journey. Now let's talk about that inner critic. You know the one, that voice that says, you're not doing enough, or you look terrible, or you always mess it up, or who do you think you are? That voice often sounds like truth because it's familiar. But familiarity is not truth. It's just repetition. So what do we do when the inner critic appears in the mirror? We do not fight it. We do not argue with it for hours. We do not shame ourselves for having it. We respond like a wise, loving teacher. When the critic says, you're not enough, you say, thank you for trying to protect me. And I choose a kinder thought now. I am willing to love you. When the critic says, this is stupid, you say, it's okay to feel resistant. I'm still here. I'm still willing. When the critic says, you don't deserve love, you say, that is an old story. I'm learning a new one. I am willing to love you. Dear one, this is not about never having negative thoughts. It's about not letting those thoughts drive the car. You are the one in charge, softly, steadily. Now let me give you a simple structure for mirror work that can fit into your life, even if you have a busy morning, even if you feel tired, even if you've failed at routines before. This is a 30-second practice. Yes, 30 seconds counts. Stand at the mirror, look into your eyes, take one breath, say your anchor phrase, I am willing to love you. Then add one true, gentle sentence. I'm learning to trust myself. I'm learning to speak kindly to myself. I'm learning to choose what supports me. And then, this is important, end with kindness, not pressure. Even if today is messy, I'm still here with you. Even if I don't feel it yet, love is possible. Even if it's small, it matters. That's it. You do not need an hour. You do not need perfect lighting. You do not need to be in the mood. You only need willingness. Now I want to go deeper, because the mirror work that changes everything usually happens when you meet the places you've been avoiding. Some people can easily say, I love you to others. They give love freely. They support friends, partners, family. But when it comes to their own reflection, their heart closes. Why? Often because love feels unsafe when you didn't receive it consistently in the past, or because you learned to equate love with performance, or because you carry shame from experiences you didn't know how to process, or because you've been so hard on yourself for so long that kindness feels unfamiliar. Sweetheart, if any of that is true for you, I want you to hear me. You are not wrong for how you learn to survive. You are not weak for being sensitive. You are not failing because love feels hard. You are simply ready for a new experience, and that new experience begins with your own eyes, right there in the mirror. Now, I want to introduce a metaphor that may help you. Imagine your heart is a greenhouse, warm, protected, designed for growth, but for years perhaps you've kept the windows closed, not because you didn't want growth, but because you were afraid of cold air, storms, and disappointment. Mirror work is like gently opening a small window each day, not wide open, not all at once, just a crack, enough for fresh air, enough for light, and slowly that greenhouse becomes alive again. So if you feel overwhelmed, start small. Start with, I'm willing. Start with one sentence. Now, let's explore something very practical. What do you do when you look in the mirror and your mind focuses on your appearance? This is so common. The mirror has been used in our world as a tool of comparison and criticism, but we are taking it back. We are turning it into a tool of love. So when your mind points out a perceived flaw, you can say, this is my body, and it has carried me. This is my face, and it has expressed my life. I choose to speak kindly. I'm willing to love you, and if that feels too big, say, I'm willing to make peace with you. I'm willing to stop fighting you. I'm willing to be gentler, because peace is a form of love, and peace is a wonderful beginning. Now there's another layer, one that changes the texture of your days. Mirror work isn't only for the morning. Mirror work is for the moment you make a mistake. Have you ever noticed how quickly you abandon yourself when you mess up? You say something awkward, you forget something, you procrastinate, you make a choice you regret, and suddenly the inner critic takes over like a storm. Sweetheart, that moment is the moment to return, because self-love is not proven when everything is going well. Self-love is proven when you are imperfect and you stay. So after a mistake, go to the mirror, if you can, and say, I made a mistake, and I'm still worthy of love. I'm learning, and that's enough for today. I can begin again. I am willing to love you. This is how you break the old pattern of shame. Shame says, hide. Love says, come closer. Now I want you to consider how many people in this world are starving for love, not just from others, but from themselves. And the truth is, you do not have to wait for someone else to finally treat you the way you deserve. You can begin treating yourself that way now. That doesn't mean you'll never want companionship or support. It simply means you become a source, you become a home, and from that home, you make different choices. Let me share something I've learned. When you begin to love yourself, you begin to hear your own wisdom. You begin to notice what drains you. You begin to notice what nourishes you. You begin to recognize when something is not aligned for you. And this is where the changes everything part begins to show up, because you may start saying no to what hurts. You may start saying yes to what supports you. You may begin setting boundaries, not from anger, but from self-respect. You may notice that some relationships shift, and that can be tender, but you also may notice that healthier connections appear when you stop abandoning yourself. This is not instant, it's a gradual ripple, but it's real. Now, I want to guide you through a deeper mirror moment, one that many people find profound. Stand in front of the mirror, look into your eyes, and imagine that your reflection is asking you a question. Will you be kind to me? And you answer, yes, I'm learning. Yes, I'm willing. Yes, I will try again. Then say, I choose thoughts that support me. I choose words that heal me. I choose to come back to love and breathe. If you feel tears, let them fall. Tears are not weakness. Tears are release. They are the rain that softens the soil so new life can grow. Now, sometimes people ask, but what if I don't feel anything? What if I say the words and it's empty? That's okay. That's normal. You are not a machine, sweetheart. You are a human being. Some days you feel open. Some days you feel protected. Both are okay. On days you feel nothing, treat it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth only when you feel inspired. You brush them because you care for yourself. Mirror work is self-care for your inner world. So even if you feel numb, you say, I'm doing this because I care. I'm doing this because I matter. I'm doing this because I am willing to love you. And over time, numbness may soften. Your nervous system may begin to trust this kindness. It may begin to believe, oh, she means it. Oh, he's not leaving. Oh, they're coming back. Now, I want to speak about one of the deepest blocks to mirror work, forgiveness. Sometimes the reason we cannot love ourselves is because we are holding something against ourselves, a decision, a regret, a time we didn't know better, a way we hurt someone or hurt ourselves. And I want to say this gently, you cannot hate yourself into healing. You cannot punish yourself into wholeness. What you can do is learn. You can make amends where possible. You can choose differently now, and you can forgive the person you were when you did not have the awareness you have today. So if you're carrying regret, look in the mirror and say, I did the best I could with what I knew then. I am learning now. I forgive you. I am willing to love you. Forgiveness does not mean what happened was okay. Forgiveness means you stop chaining yourself to the past. Forgiveness means you choose freedom. Now, here's a practical way to work with forgiveness in mirror work. For 7 days, choose one sentence. I release the past and I choose peace. Say it in the mirror each day, not as a demand, as a gentle direction, like turning your face toward the sun. And if resistance appears, you add, even if part of me isn't ready, I'm willing to begin. That willingness again, that doorway again. Now, I want to bring mirror work into your everyday life, because that's where it becomes powerful. Use it before something difficult, before a conversation you're nervous about. I am safe to be myself. I am willing to love you. My words can be kind and clear. Before a day where you feel tired, I will move gently today. I am willing to love you. I can take one step at a time. Before you open your phone and start comparing, I return to myself. I am willing to love you. My journey is enough. After you've been rejected or disappointed, this hurts, and I'm here with you. I am willing to love you. Life still supports me in new ways. Do you see? Mirror work isn't only a ritual, it's a relationship. And relationships are built with consistency, not perfection. Now, I want to address something that comes up for many gentle souls. They say, if I love myself, won't I become selfish? No, sweetheart. Loving yourself does not make you selfish. It makes you whole. When you love yourself, you are less likely to seek approval through sacrificing your needs. You are less likely to resent others for not reading your mind. You are more able to give from fullness rather than depletion. Self-love makes you kinder because you stop trying to get love by force. You begin to share love by choice. Now, I want you to imagine your life as a home. For years, perhaps you've been living in a house where one room was locked, the room where your tenderness lives, the room where your worth lives, the room where your true voice lives. Mirror work is like walking to that door each day and gently turning the handle, not to rush inside, not to demand anything, simply to say, well, I'm coming back, I'm opening this door, I'm willing to love you. And day by day, the home becomes brighter, more livable, more yours. Now let's speak about the phrase that many people want to say, but cannot yet. I love you. If you can say it, beautiful. Say it now. Look into your eyes and say, I love you. And if you cannot say it yet, do not force it. You can build toward it like a sunrise builds, slowly, softly. Start with, I'm learning to love you. I'm open to loving you. I'm willing to love you. And when it begins to feel believable, even for 1 second, notice that second. Celebrate it. That second is a seed. And seeds do not bloom because you yell at them. They bloom because you water them. So water yourself with words. Now I want to share a gentle set of affirmations that you can weave into your mirror practice. Not as a rigid list, just as a flowing offering. Look into your eyes and say, I choose thoughts that nurture me. I allow myself to be human. I am worthy of kindness. I am willing to love you. Pause, breathe. Then, perhaps, I am growing at my own pace. I do not need to compare. I am learning to trust life. I am willing to love you. And one more, if it feels right. I release what no longer serves me. I welcome peace into my heart. I welcome love into my life. I am willing to love you. Can you feel how each set is different? That's important. We don't want this to become mechanical. We want it to be alive. Now let's talk about what happens when mirror work starts working. Not as a dramatic movie moment, but as subtle shifts. You may notice you pause before criticizing yourself. You may notice you recover faster after a mistake. You may notice you're less drawn to people who treat you poorly. You may notice you want to care for your body with more respect. You may notice your yes becomes clearer and your no becomes kinder. These are signs of love taking root. And sometimes as love takes root, old pain rises. Not to punish you, just to be released, like old dust lifting when you open windows in a room that's been closed for years. So if you suddenly feel emotional, don't assume you're going backward. You may be moving forward. You may be clearing space. Be gentle. Go slowly. Keep returning. I am willing to love you. Now, I want to guide you through a small mirror meditation, one you can return to anytime. If you can, look into your eyes. Take a breath, then say, Dear one, I'm listening. Then pause. Just a moment. Let your body respond and say, What do you need today? You don't have to hear a clear answer. You may just feel something. Tiredness, longing, relief, fear, hope. Whatever you feel, respond with love. Thank you for telling me. I'm here. I am willing to love you. This is how you become your own loving parent, your own steady friend, your own safe place. Now you may wonder, will this really change my life? And I want to answer you in the most honest way I can. It can change your life because it changes you. And as you change, your life has a way of responding. sometimes through your choices, sometimes through new opportunities you notice because you're no longer clouded by shame, sometimes through relationships shifting because you begin to accept what is healthy and release what is not. No guarantees, no magical claims, just a truth I have seen again and again. When we love ourselves more, we suffer less, we choose better, we live more freely. Now, if you want a clear plan to begin, simple, doable, kind, here it is. For the next 21 days, do this. Once a day, stand at the mirror, look into your eyes for just a few seconds, say, "I am willing to love you." Then add one sentence that feels possible today. Examples: I'm willing to be kinder to myself. I'm willing to forgive myself. I'm willing to believe I matter. I'm willing to let life support me. I'm willing to feel safe in my own heart. Then take one breath and step away. That's all. And if you miss a day, you do not punish yourself. You simply return, because returning is the practice. Now let's go even deeper into the ripple effect, because this is where many people feel the everything changes part. When you begin to love yourself, you begin to set boundaries naturally. You stop saying yes when your body is screaming no. You stop apologizing for existing. You stop shrinking to make others comfortable. You stop staying in places that cost you your peace. And you may feel guilty at first. That's normal. Guilt is often the echo of old conditioning. You were trained to believe love means self-sacrifice. But self-love teaches you a new definition. Love includes you. So when you feel guilt, look in the mirror and say, "It's safe for me to honor myself. I can be kind and still have boundaries. I am willing to love you," and breathe. Now, let me share something tender from my own understanding. I discovered that people who criticize themselves often believe they are motivating themselves. They think harshness will make them better. But harshness doesn't create growth. Harshness creates fear. And fear creates tightness, and tightness blocks the natural flow of life. Kindness creates openness. Openness creates learning. Learning creates change. So if you want to change, sweetheart, choose kindness. Choose the greenhouse. Choose the gentle window opening. Choose the still pond. Now, let's speak to the part of you that says, "I don't deserve love." Look into your eyes and say, "Even if I don't feel worthy, I am still worthy. Even if I don't believe it yet, I am willing. Even if my past is heavy, my future can be lighter. I am willing to love you." And I want you to know deeply, this is not about pretending you never hurt. It's about allowing yourself to heal. Now here is a powerful moment to practice mirror work, right before sleep. Because the last words you give yourself matter. They are like seeds planted into the soil of your subconscious. So tonight, if you can, look in the mirror and say, "I did enough today. I am proud of you for trying. I release this day with love. I am willing to love you," and let your body soften. Now, as we begin to close, I want to gather everything gently into one simple truth. The mirror is not the place you go to criticize yourself. The mirror is the place you go to remember yourself, to remember that you are here, to remember that you have value, to remember that you are worthy of tenderness, to remember that your life can shift as your thoughts shift, to remember that love is not something outside you, you can become it within you. So let's do one final practice together. Take a breath. Look into your eyes, softly, kindly, and say, "I am willing to love you. I am willing to be on your side. I am willing to speak to you with kindness. I am willing to choose thoughts that support you. I am willing to come home to you." Pause. And now, if it feels possible, add this: "I love you." And if that feels too big, you say, "I'm learning to love you." Because learning is love too. Sweetheart, you do not have to change your whole life today. You only have to change the way you meet yourself in this moment. And if you can do that, just one moment of kindness, then you have already begun. You have already opened the door. You have already stopped stirring the pond. You have already cracked the greenhouse window for light. So go gently, go lovingly, and remember this whenever you forget: I am willing to love you. I am willing to love you. I am willing to love you. And as you keep returning day by day, you may discover that the world begins to feel different. Not because you forced it to change, but because you changed the way you hold yourself inside it. You are worthy of your own love right now. And so it is.